Okay, I'm going to take a couple of minutes here to look at the data that I collected from the survey you filled out and just make a few notes about it. First of all, it came back automatic. The answers that you gave came back to me automatically entered. I'm using Google Documents forms. Also prints out the exact questions I asked. So one thing you'll need to do before you analyze this data, especially if you're going to put it somewhere else, if you're going to do it with Excel or SPSS or R, is you'll have to change the names of the variables. So for example, we've got on average how many chocolate chips do you think are in a Keebler. You might just want to change the name to Keebler. Or over here, how much time do they spend in a car? You might want to call it car or spend.car or something like that. Cell and so on. So you'll need names without spaces, and I would say keep it simple in one word if you can. Just make sure you remember what it is. Okay, some other things to look at. Down here I have someone who put 15 to 20. Well, that's not going to read as a number. You can see anything that's left justified like that is going to be read like it's a string or a categorical variable. So you'll need to change that. I think what I would do is just split the difference and put 22.5. Then another thing you'll need to do is where it says 80 minutes, you'll just have to change that to 80. One of the things you can do, now with the amount of data we have, it really doesn't need to be done, but if you had thousands of data points, you'd want to sort basically in any column, sort by each column and see if you have anything there that doesn't make sense. And you can also do on SPSS, you can do descriptive analysis and frequencies, and they'll tell you how often people answered each response. Here's some other ones with percentage signs. You're going to have to take those out and just put 55 and 45 and so on. Someone that answered in hours, you'll have to multiply that by 6. That should be 480, and of course take away the minutes and stuff. 300 plus, I think I would just call that 300. Go a little bit lower on this page, on that one, and you see that someone put 50,000. Now that could just be someone that's joking around when they do this, but certainly since we're talking about how much time you spent per day, no one can spend 50,000 minutes on the phone in one day, or 10,000 minutes doing homework. They're just impossible numbers. They're just not that many minutes in a day. Let's see if I can see some other things like 7 chocolate chips, 8 chocolate chips, an hour. Going to save that to 60 and so on. You can see some more of the same kind of things there. Another thing is if we went over to favorite color, you can see that some people, for example, with the color green, some people have lowercase g then green, and some have uppercase. It's going to read those as separately. So what you'll have to do is sort that column and then change either all of them to a capital or all of them to a lowercase. Well, anyway, this is all called data cleansing and getting your data ready for analysis. If you just start doing your analysis without looking at this, you're going to get results that don't mean anything. Okay, well that's it for this video.